The creation of the LOONAverse. LOONA why not? Theory and analysis. Before we start examining every scene of the lore heavy music video that is why not, I'd like to remind you that when it comes to lore, there is three types of information. What is confirmed, meaning it was either showed very clearly in a music video, written in a music video description, and what the girls have said. Example, Kim Lip has a red odd eye, allowing her to time travel using super speed. This information is confirmed. What is broadly accepted in the fandom, meaning theories that are bulletproof. It was never explicitly said or shown, but it is a recurring theme in the lore and everyone accepts it as true. Example, Ijin is the god of the LOONAverse and she created it. Hyunjin was an Odd-Eye Circle member before she was replaced with Cherry. And the rest. The LOONAverse is vast, there is a lot of information and at the same time not that much. Nothing is true or wrong, it is all up to interpretation and that is why the LOONAverse is such a beautiful crafted universe. It is up to you to make something of it. Example, I think that Hyunjin has an odd eye. We are going to examine the scenes of the music video, not in the order they happened, but grouped either by member on screen or the place it happened. Then we will summarize it. Please remember that the LOONA members we know and love are characters in the LOONAverse. They are playing a role and were actually typecasted into these roles. That's why they are playing these roles so well. The music video opens with an Olivia Hay scene. The 12th member is going first this time and her scene is very interesting. She's standing still while a drag race car is drifting around her. The very first thing that came to my mind when I saw the drifting pattern on the floor is that it kind of resembled the LOONA 365 single logo, and after going back to it, it really does look like it. I also know that the lyrics in LOONA songs are at least as important as the images shown, so I went in to read the 365 lyrics. The first Olivia Hay line, which comes at the very beginning of the song, gave me an answer. The moment I finally met you after circling around you for so long. So what does it mean? Olivia is standing at the center of the drifting circle, like the moon on the 365 poster. Her animal is a wolf. Wolves are closely linked to the moon in the public's imagination, but that is not all because the car is circling around her as neon green wolf seekers. So what does it mean again? Without reading the 365 lyrics, I saw that Olivia was being chased by her animal. Wolves, when they hunt, tend to circle around their prey searching for an opening. But that is not what's happening here. The YY girls are each represent a human emotion, Olivia Hay being anger. Her anger so many times represented by fire, glowing red eyes, and her animal the wolf. The fact that she's finally meeting it after it circled around her for so long may be an accomplishment in her character arc. The next time we see Olivia, she is dancing with three other members in a devastated supermarket, but we will talk about that scene later in the video. Olivia ends the first chorus and the car circling around her has stopped, and she is now backed by four other girls. She is with the LOONAs from around the world. Before the last chorus, it is Olivia's turn to launch the beat, and instead of saying "let's bump it up," like Jinsul and Heejin before her, she says, in true Olivia fashion, "let's burn it up." This is a direct parallel to her whole arc in So What, where she burns down the moon, and of course her solo song, Egoist, where she burns down a plushie, a cassette tape, a bed and her Eden uniform. Now on to Olivia's last scene. She's still with her newly found pack. They now harbor her iconic glowing red eye, but she doesn't. Digipedi made it clear that everyone is LOONA, those girls beyond Olivia are LOONA, all the girls in Butterfly and So What and Why Not are LOONA, you are LOONA. I think that Olivia found herself LOONAs from around the world that also represent anger like herself. And she's going to lead them so that they can control their anger, like she learned to. After circling around it for so long, she finally met herself. That is the end of her character arc, to help the girls around the world. This is her new purpose. The second person appearing is Heejin. She's wearing black, standing in front of the sunset with neon thunderbolts. There is actually a lot to unpack in all of Heejin's scene throughout the music video. First, the colors behind her. They are very reminiscent of the line that comes back several times in Vivid, her solo song. Vivid lyrics revolve around the world being boring because it is colorless and the need for colors. That's why in a lot of theories, Heejin is seen as the god of the Looniverse, an almighty being adding colors to the world to suit her. Red, orange and yellow are the dominant colors behind her in that shot. The green can be found even if it's tainted in the grass. Now on to the thunders and comets. Thunder and fire falling from the sky are, in the public's imagination, two images used when talking about a god. Heejin is starting a whole new Looniverse after the destruction of the moon in So What. She's starting everything again from scratch. That is why she's seen in the complete dark. She has yet to add colors to the world she's creating. Another interesting detail is the shape of Heejin's earring, an upside-down triangle. Since nothing is ever random in the Looniverse, what does an upside-down triangle represent? Each of the 12 LOONA members has different things used to represent them, be it an animal, a color, a fruit, a city, or a shape. From left to right, Heejin to Olivia Hay in debut order. The YY by Y girls are triangles and the one and only upside down is Go-On. How is Go-On linked to Heejin's plan to create a new world? Go-On only has two scenes, but both of them are very important. She's seen towards the end of the video overlooking Earth while a giant hurricane is advancing. This shot is very reminiscent of Go-On and Cherry's iconic duo rap from Butterfly. The small flap of Go-On's butterfly is helping shaping Heejin's new world. Now, inside my heart, a hurricane. Here has a double meaning. It links Go-On to one-third world, Earth. That is the reason why Go-On is seen dancing with Hyunjin, Yeojin and Vivi, while Cherry, originally an Earth girl, is seen dancing with Eve, Chu and Olivia from YY by Y. Just so you know, I found the stock video for the hurricane while searching for its name. It's a shot of Hurricane Felix from 2007. I checked everything around it and there is no lore in this particular hurricane. They just wanted a hurricane shot and this is the one they found. I'll put the link in the description. Speaking of Cherry, she's seen several times, always in the same place, upside down on a mirror, which is the most Cherry thing she could do. So here you have from Why Not, Love Cherry Motion and One and Only. Again, this is Go-On's music video. Several things are off. First, the mirror is a square shape. Again, squares are from forms belonging to girls from Earth, where Cherry is ultimately from, but as an Oddite Circle member, her mirror should be a circle like in Love Cherry Motion. Second, she's wearing yellow, her color purple's complementary color. Yellow being Hyunjin color, a twin in the Looniverse, with who she switched place leading to Hi Hi. Hyunjin being an original Oddite Circle member and Cherry an Earth girl. Third, the flames around the mirror. This is the least Cherry thing. Flames are associated with only one member and that member is Olivia. So Cherry is actually showing traits of both Hyunjin and Olivia. It seems that Blockberry is fully using the fact that fans call those three triplet line because of their vague resemblance. Cherry is actually channeling both Olivia and Hyunjin during her scenes. I have this theory fantasy that BBC will actually debut a Hyunjin, Cherry and Olivia subunit called Mirror, which would be really amazing and really fun. Anyway. Now on to another Oddite Circle member, Jinsol. She is seen alone in an old telephone booth under a red light and it seems that she manages to stop time as the raindrops stopped midair. I think that it's actually Kim Lip's time-bending ability that made the rain stop like that. We know she's there, at least her power, thanks to the shining red circle above Jinsul's head. Later, Jinsul is standing in front of her with all Lunas around the world neon sign using her odd eye. As a reminder, Jinsul's odd eye power is teleportation. She can move around instantly on a plane. There is 3 planes, okay, so there is Earth, odd eye circle and Eden. While Cherry can move from one plane to another. I think she transported all the members to the moon for the Midnight Festival. Kim Lip's first scene before the chorus is probably a scene that made everyone scream watching it for the first time. She is like Hijin in the dark, surrounded by 3 moonlight glowing spheres. This is very reminiscent of the Odd Eye Circle teaser reveal, where Lip, Jinsul and Cherry gaze upon their respective moons. I think she is trying to awaken the Odd Eyes of the members of the new Looniverse. The way I see it, Odd Eye members are like pillars protecting the world through separating Earth from Eden. A Looniverse needs 3 Odd Eye bearers to function properly. However, Kim Lip's acting and the lyrics are giving a very different vibe to it than the Odd Eye Circle teaser. The night is dark again, I feel like I'm locked in again. The world again repeating itself here is very important, but we will talk about it later. That scene also struck me because the images shown could match very well with Kim Lip's first line in Day and Night. Circling me all day, hurting me again, I'm up all night. In the context of Day and Night, what is circling her all day and hurting her is the passing of time. But, put into context with a scene in Why Not and her expression, what if awakening new Odd Eye is actually taxing Kim Lip's health? A lot of you have probably seen some animes. What happens to that character when they use too much of their energy? Their hair loses their pigments and become white. Pre-debut Lip already had awakened the odd eyes of her fellow members, hence her hair being blonde, until Hi Hi, Butterfly and So What were her path to healing. She still had some blonde hair in Butterfly, but none in So What. In Why Not, she is helping Ijin build a new Looniverse, hence her hair being back to blonde. When writing theories, I try to avoid everything on Twitter and YouTube to not be influenced, but I saw a lot of people theorizing that Why Not actually happens before pre-debut, like Sweet Crazy Love being a prequel to the Odd Eye Circle girls music video. I do not think that's the case. I think that the girls have tried to create a perfect universe several times, but had to start again several times and had to wipe this iteration and try again because they lost a soul along the way. Kim Lip repeating the world again is the biggest clue. They've done it all before. About Hyojin, first her hair. Cutting your hair is an extremely important action in most Asian cultures. In Japan it means freeing yourself from your past, preparing for a new beginning, maybe new subunits after midnight? I don't know. In Korea, during the Joseon dynasty, men and women were forbidden to cut their hair since it was viewed as a legacy from your parents and thus something to be preserved. Hyojin is becoming her own person. She is not the Dash in LOONA anymore. She's becoming an adult and she's free. Her shot in that supermarket has several interesting things. First, the floating groceries in the supermarket. The girls said in an interview that it was important, so here it is. There is 2 moments in the video where things are suspended mid-air like frozen in time. The rain around Jinsul and the cans around Hyojin. This is yet another parallel between the two who are complementary color. The cans around Hyojin are actually cherry cans and are the same that are laid. The cans around Hyojin are actually cherry cans and are the same that are laid upon or around Jinsul in a rap verse in Olivia's Egoist. In case you are new to the Looniverse, cherries are used in the Looniverse by Odd Eye users to travel through universe planets, so Earth, Osi, and Eden again. This is different than Jinsul's teleportation, where she is able to go from point A to B in the same plan. So with cherries you can go from point A to A prime in different plan, if you know what I mean. Second, earrings. Much like Hyojin is wearing two shaped earrings, a square and a circle. It is showing her a link to both worlds, Earth and the old world. I think you should go back and watch the video because it was hard to take screenshots, but it's you can see it easily when watching her scenes in the Why Not music video. Third, the neon orange lightning. The use of neons and color of the member is something that is most used in the Looniverse to show when a member is realizing their potential or related to their powers. Let it be Eve in You, Jinsoul in Singing in the Rain and Egoist, or Leap in Eclipse, even Cherry a few minutes before in Why Not. When a member appears with their own neon-colored lightning, the Looniverse is in play. There is another very special member in the Looniverse who I believe has lived in Eden and the Old World and Earth, who is seen with neons a lot, and that is Vivi. If you don't know, Vivi's Everyday I Love You and Eve's New are two sides of the same coin. Everyday I Love You being Vivi's reimagined version of what happened during Eve's New. The man dancing in Vivi's music video is actually Eve. The neons are actually very reminiscent of Eve's music video. Is Vivi waiting outside the bowling alley where she was with Eve for the last time? Vivi said in an interview that she was looking for Eve, so we will talk about it now. Eve is seen dancing in the middle of cars. The interior of those cars is lit with Kim Lip's red, the same way the top of Jinsoul's telephone cabin was lit. The tags behind her are the same tags we can find in Odd Eye Circle Sweet Crazy Love, meaning both scenes took place at the same place. I don't know what I wrote, but it was in the same place, I'm sorry. The overwhelming red might be a remnant of when Kim Lip spread her color in Sweet Crazy Love. Her scene with her dancing in the middle of cars is also a throwback to the Butterfly X4X teaser, where Eve then Chu dance in a busy street of Hong Kong. At the end of the video, Vivi finally arrived at the place Eve was dancing at, only to find numerous apples that she'd left behind. Again, this scene is a very direct throwback to Eve's music video where she had 3 apples, one for each Chu, Gowon and Olivia floating around her. It looks like, as opposed to Olivia who actually arrived at the end of a character arc, Eve is now seeing things bigger and is planning to free all the Loonas from around the world. Eve is enlightened by the fact that she ate the forbidden fruit and is dead set on offering the gift of knowledge to everyone else. Now on to Chu. This is actually the very first time that Chu is seen alone in a LOONA music video since the ending scene of Heart Attack, where she is awoken by a soul. In Hi Hi and So What, she is seen with Gowon. And in Butterfly, she is with Eve. Her Why Not scene is special because it's very simple. She's on a green car, flowers painted on it, the word power written, making it flower power. There is also numerous flower petals swirling around her, which is very reminiscent of Asol's scene with Hyojin in Hi Hi. Now onto the group shots. There is 2 4-member choreos, Eve, Chu, Olivia and Cherry in the supermarket, Hyunjin, Hyojin, Vivi and Gowon on Earth with several moons circling around them. Like we said before, Cherry not being with the rest of Odd Eye Circle but YY by Y, Lip and Jinsoul actually being alone for most of the music video, and Gowon taking Hyojin's place with the rest of One Third. Towards the end of the video, all of LOONA's active members are dancing around a bonfire on the moon. They are going backwards, rewinding time like Kim Lip's recorder in Girlfront. They are resetting the world. Hyojin and Hyunjin having a I'll Be There revival in 2020, so this is their duo song from 2017, serving us black and white, Madonna and Britney Spears' Me Against the Music realness. If you look at the suits, this is very reminiscent of that. Black and white is very rarely used in LOONA music video. The biggest use of it was in Odd Eye Circle's Sweet Crazy Love, where most of the music video is in black and white until the members spread their colors to the world. So what happened and why not? I think the scenes are out of order on purpose. First, the members visit places from the Looniverse they've already been to, the street from Sweet Crazy Love, the tall grass from Hi Hi, Jeju from Love Cherry Motion, the bowling alley from You, the moon from So What, and so on. The scenes and lyrics also make direct throwback and references to all the songs like Heejin and Hyunjin, I'll Be There, 365, Day and Night, So What, Hi Hi, Butterfly, Assholes Let Me In, and so on. Several scenes in Why Not are direct throwback to those scenes in Sweet Crazy Love where the Odai girls spread their colors to the world. First, Go On in Blue, then Yellow Smoke. She extracted those primary colors from her hidden green. The third primary color, red, was already everywhere in the music video, surrounding most members. Note that the three primary colors are spread, the creation of this new Looniverse can continue. All the members spreading their respective colors and mixing them together to finish the creation of this new Looniverse. You can see on the third picture that there is actually green paint on Hyunjin, so Hassel is there. Kim Lip's moon at the end of the music video are going really fast, and the shape they are making really looks like a Mobius strip. I think that Kim Lip helped to create a new Mobius strip, this new basis to the lunar world. Hyunjin's last scene is a direct throwback to Olivia's ending scene from So What, BBC again using the triplet line resemblance. Midnight struck, like Cendrillon she lost a shoe. However, having only one sneaker means a new approach to old problems. They are starting a new Looniverse and will try different things so that this Looniverse is actually better than the last. We haven't talked about Hassel for a good reason. I wanted to keep her for last. There is several shots that show, like in So What, that she is still part of the Looniverse. I haven't watched that video because I didn't want to get too influenced, but user ID1 actually caught that Chu was looking at Hassel's plane crashing at the end of Why Not. I said that the girls were creating a brand new Looniverse because Hassel disappeared from the one they were living in, and that is why Heejin asked Go On for help. Go On in the Looniverse is related to both time and the butterfly effect. So this is a shot of a feather that Go On found in Butterfly teaser while she's inspecting the wreckage of Hassel's plane. The butterflies she created from Hassel's feather in that Butterfly teaser are actually possible future outcomes to the actions of the member. We've seen more of those possibilities in So What, but in the end, the members acted so that they could create the only universe where they couldn't find Hassel again. That is the butterfly that Hyunjin receives at the end of Why Not, the promise to find Hassel again. Olivia cleaned the world in So What by destroying the moon and unleashing comets down the earth. Go On created a whirlwind of possibilities, a tempest through time to bring back Hassel's plane. And that plane finally came crashing down in this new universe under Chu's benevolent gaze. The one who once saved Chu from a snowy night and heart attack is about to be saved by her in return. But which Hassel will emerge from the wreckage of that plane? The one we know and love, the one who spent a day on the Looniverse helping the other members and flying to Ryojin's rescue? Or the one who has been robbed of all possibilities before and may be set on claiming this new Looniverse as a property?